a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in, they decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And the Spurs making a change here. Fox is checked in, and Oklahoma City making a change here. Mitchell's checked in. Williams kicks to Wallace. Fires from deep. Rebounded by the Spurs. Castle on the wing. Defended by Caruso.
Yeah.
Holmgren with the steal. And here's the break. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Yep, that one goes.
Yeah, I mean, take that. Holmgren, he knows defenses want to rub him up a little bit, and he welcomes the challenge.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And he's putting together a solid year at the free throw line, 79% overall.
And Greg, on a team as stacked as OKC, you can almost forget about Chet Holmgren, who is the number 2 overall pick in 2022.
And let's give him his flowers, right? The portrait of a modern big man. Shot blocking, shooting range, and plays with an edge.
Now here's Williams. Beyond the arc. Nailed from three-point land. And it's an 8-point Thunder lead.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
It's Vassell on the wing. Defended by Caruso. Wembanyama passes to Champagnie. And here's Vassell from
Muscling down
it.
Big man playing big.
Fox with the steal. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
And that's one of Fox's strengths, trying to involve his teammates first.
Yeah.
A really good passer who wants to play for his guys.
Oklahoma City leading by 6. Here's Williams. Wembanyama with the rebound. Wembanyama has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Champagnie. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Oklahoma City with their lead standing at... And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for you.
Wembanyama jackhammers it in.
And we talk about how Wembanyama makes the wow plays. Wow.
Fox against Gilgeous-Alexander. Now Holmgren. 5 on the clock. Takes the 13-footer. And it misses. Spurs trail by 4. Here's Castle. Now Fox. Caruso with the steal. And the foul called on Victor Wembanyama. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Now Williams. Holmgren with a screen on Vassell. Knocks down the 3.
Well, their schemes have been effective, and he's been a significant part of their focus.
Outside, Wembanyama. 1:32 left in the fourth quarter. Can't get it to go. The Thunder leading by 7.
Man, it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Second team.
He drops the first one, and that stretches their lead to 8.
Taking 2 shots.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 9-point ball game. And for the Spurs, they're shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. Hartenstein with the rebound.
Excellent coverage defensively, making it hard on him.
Outside, Caruso. And he does not hit. For San Antonio, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. A three-pointer. Good.
Yeah, Vassell looking
遅いのよ。
confident from the corner.
There's 49 seconds left in the fourth. Williams looking around.
Knocking back the call down. David Vassell. Second personal foul.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's an 8-point game. Here's Fox. Now Vassell. It's Fox with the drive.
Well, I think it's fair to say that Fox is in the zone right now. An exciting player to watch. I just love seeing how he can take over a game with his aggressiveness.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead. He's off on the free throw and able to get that second one to drop in.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
Yeah, time is not on their side. The score is not on their side. Nothing you can do.
And that's an intentional foul.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game.
Taking care of business at the line. Converting on all those free throws helps him build this lead.
The three doesn't go. And so it's Oklahoma City with it. Their biggest lead of the game was 9.
Obviously upset to have to take a seat here, but at this point, I don't think it'll have an impact. The game's probably out of reach anyway. And guys, this is where their depth really comes into play. They've got such talent at that position. They'd love to have him out there, but they won't suffer much of a drop-off.
Time called here.
確かめ算です。確かめ算。それは、だとしたら、確かめ算からの、そうなったら、ね。それはそれで、確かめ算が必要になるんですよね。そうなってくると、それは、それで、嫌です。の心が苦しいですよ。性のところ。どう考えるの？高いの遅れて、わはわは。 いなかったよね。結構あったみたいなのが。そうなんですよね。外で行くと、外で行きます。ありがとうございます。はい。
Up next, the Thunder. Well, two of the best guards in the league going at it today, Grant. Is there a bit of bragging rights on the line?
You know, maybe not for the players themselves, BA, but the fans will absolutely use this game as evidence when they argue why their guy is the best.
Here are the starters for Oklahoma City. Two big bodies inside with Holmgren and Hartenstein in the middle. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2, and it's Williams in at the 3 slot.
Yeah, a defense has to be very aware of Gilgeous-Alexander's attack mindset. He wants to get to the rim and do maximum damage.
Now here's Wembanyama. Just 5 to shoot. Castle for 3. Knocks down the long J.
You're upgrading the three-point shot. It's big for Castle as he continues to develop.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Mitch Johnson. He said Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is going to be their main focus at the defensive end, and as he put it, Shai's a riddle because he can light it up from outside, he has the speed to get to the hoop, and he knows how to draw the fouls too. Coach hopes that they stay disciplined and they can keep SGA off the line. Back to you.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. A minute 37 left in the opening quarter. And San Antonio getting another bucket right there.
And good to see Castle capitalizing from the mid-range. He knows he needs to keep hitting these shots.
Well, Grant, you look up and down this Thunder roster. It is just loaded with winning players.
Yeah, BA, guys who are going to make the
いや
right
ー、スリーポイントがダメだな、今日。
move without the ball. I mean, they've built something special in OKC.
やべ。
Piece by piece.
Drills it from deep.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
The kick out to Williams. SGA passes to Williams. And it's blocked. What a play as he just snatches the shot out of midair. They've been taking care of business.
Especially at the offensive end, where they've been totally in sync. And Wembanyama can dunk it basically just standing up. You gotta keep him out of the paint.
Now here's SGA. Right side, Williams. Pass to Hartenstein. Back to Williams. Oklahoma City needs to get off the shot. And Hartenstein slams it in.
He is such a smart player. Jalen Williams making people around him better.
And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Lou Dort. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on court.
We've got 13 seconds left in the first quarter here. Pass to Johnson. Here's Wembanyama. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And that concludes the first quarter of play. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter of action so far. What do you guys think about San Antonio here in this one?
Well, their offense is clicking so far, capturing the momentum here early on.
Credit the game plan coming in. They've identified some weaknesses and they are exploiting them.
At the forward slots, it's Vassell and Barnes. Johnson is out there with Stephon Castle. And it's Cornette in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's who's in the game for the Spurs. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. And San Antonio making a change here. Harper's checked in. Castle outside. Pass Pass to Barnes. 6 on the shot clock. And stolen by Holmgren. And here is Williams. Here's the 3.
いや
The shot off
ー、い
that
や
time.
ー、スリーポイント入んねん。
Back come the Spurs in transition.
まず、
Gilgeous Alexander against Castle. Pass to Vassell. Here's Harper. Just 5 on the clock. Up again. Controls the rebound and the putback.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell. I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
And here's the timeout from Mitch Johnson. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. For San Antonio, Victor Wembanyama's checked in for Cornette. Champagnie comes in for Barnes. And De'Aaron Fox is subbed in for Vassell. And Oklahoma City with a change here too. Caruso's checked in. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And something I remember from their last outing, he was excellent at the charity stripe.
Thunder trail by 5. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has made the move from star to superstar, Grant.
Well, no question, B.A. He's been a superstar for quite a few seasons now, but he's not satisfied. It just continues to elevate his game year after year.
Now here's SGA. He's got 5. Doesn't go that time. Wembanyama, high post. Working on Williams. Wembanyama finds Fox. Here's Harper.
最悪だ。
Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. And here comes the coach's challenge. He disagrees with...
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
When you watch De'Aaron Fox, is there anything that sticks out to you?
Well, B.A., this league has the best athletes in the world, and Fox looks like maybe the quickest guy out there on most nights. His change of direction is especially elite.
Now here's SGA, and here's Caruso outside. Hartenstein, great positioning on the putback.
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Pass to Fox. 24 seconds left in the second. Here's Champagnie. San Antonio again can't hit. And it's Caruso on the tape. The shot's good.
The burst of Caruso can surprise defenders.
On the wing, Fox. Back to Castle. Shoots over SGA. No good with a jumper from the wing.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised that it ended up going their way with the miss.
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. San Antonio on top. They're up by 3. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
まあまだね、1ヶ月ぐらいしたら多分変わってくると思うよ。
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. And a lot of spot-up shooters now adding a one-dribble pull-up 3 to the repertoire.
And when you have defenders selling out to contest that catch and shoot, you got to reload, relocate, and let it fly. It's a valuable counter for those long-distance specialists.
And on the floor for Mark Daigneault starting the second half. SGA and Wallace are the backcourt. Jalen Williams is out there with Aaron Wiggins. And it's Hartenstein in at the center. Now here's Vassell. Still without a bucket. And it's good. 2 points.
Boy, Vassell has a smooth offensive game. This man just makes it look easy.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Williams. Takes it inside. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama. On the wing, Fox. They get
야,
it back.
최악이다.
On the wing, Fox. Back to Wembanyama. Clock at 6. Right wing. Here's Harper.
저 맞대 그래요. 동문인다요 디펜스.
I think he's running it in
하시다로.
here. Hang it up there like that.
손도 내리나요
One thing you notice
나한테.
about Victor Wembanyama, he is even keeled.
Yeah, you don't see him yell. You don't see him criticize. He works on building that team
이거 나왔다 이거. 이거 나왔다.
chemistry. I respect the players like that. The calm leadership type.
Ooh, bouncy. That should give him a nice lift.
Good timing. They needed that one.
And they need more where that came from. They're not out of this hole yet.
And the defense gets bailed out by the miss. He usually converts that.
From behind the arc. Rebound by San Antonio. There's a minute 17 left in the third quarter. Harper passes to Wembanyama. Vassell outside. Pass to Champagnie. Here's Harper. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Harper misses. Thunder trail by 5. Williams passes to Hartenstein. Down low.
Yes.
It's stolen by Wembanyama.
무조건
Fox
무게를
with the ball.
아깝다.
Now Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Wembanyama against Hartenstein. Fox outside. Vassell outside. Fires for 3. Champagnie shot is off. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. And this is his second attempt at the line tonight. So Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
The skills of SGA, they're so unique. His ball handling, shooting, length. Not a lot of guys like Shea in the league.
Thunder trail by 4. SGA attacking. It could go. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And we've watched 3 so far in this one.
読めてなかったですね。
And it's time to bring up the State
全
Farm
然
assist
シュ
of
ー
the
トが
game.
入んね
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed.
え。
Zero
16点
chance
しか
to
取っ
stop
てねえ
it.
よ。
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. They've got De'Aaron Fox. He's out there with Castle. Harper out there with Wembanyama. And it's Champagnie at the power forward position. That's the San Antonio 5. 4-point game. Wembanyama! And he grabs the board and finishes it off.
He's so strong when he goes to work on the glass. One opening is all he'll need to finish the play, even if it's just a tip-in.
Holmgren not messing around inside.
Yeah, the defense making it way too easy for Holmgren. Gotta push him farther out than this.
Wembanyama, screen on Williams. Now Wembanyama, and stolen by Hartenstein. Outside Dort. Outside Holmgren. Here's Dort. Gilgeous-Alexander fires. Can't get the 3.
That is not the shot they need.
Round my finger.
They'll work it around and get a better look.
Fox. Oh, it doesn't go.
And give the defense credit. He was met at the rim.
It's SGA with a drive.
Gilgeous-Alexander is just that good, finishing the play through the foul.
危ねえ。
See, it's easy to see why his teammates trust him. He's a leader on this team and loves coming up huge in the clutch.
Wembanyama puts it up and through.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
On the attack, SGA. Here's Hartenstein. Now Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams outside. Shot clock at 6. Now Dort. Here's the pass to Williams. Oh, it's no good. That would have tied it. Outside Fox. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Wembanyama, screen on Dort. Here's Wembanyama. Oh, he can't hit it. Williams on the take.
San Antonio foul. Castle. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
So the first one drops, and that brings him within 2 here. And Williams drops them both. And here's Castle. What a huge trip here.
Absolutely. You can feel the energy in this arena.
Now Fox. 6 to shoot. And there's a whistle. It's going to go on Lou Dort. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
We've got 22 seconds left in the game. 5 to shoot. Here's Castle. Shoots a 3.
The sweat that Gilgeous-Alexander puts in on defense. Does everything he can to trip you up. Just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
Good on the first. And that'll put him up 2. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line. And it's a 3-point game.
Calm under pressure, and every point here means a lot.
And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. And Coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. From a coaching perspective, what are the keys to focus on here?
If they leave the arc open, take it. But it may be safer to get up with 2 and then foul.
Yeah, time is the enemy at this point, so I think I'd go for the tie and avoid playing the foul game.
Holmgren. And the 3 misses. So it's a narrow victory for the Spurs. Pulling out the W. What a performance they have here at home today.
So I'll tell you what. These are the ones that are so nice to win and so tough to lose. I love being on the edge of my seat, never knowing what would happen next.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Richard Jefferson, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching the NBA presented by...
いいですね。いや、私が2026チャンピオンだったということで。私がチャンピオンだったということでお間違いはないですよね。そこはね。そこだけはしっかりと確認はしてほしいなと。マジでよく3番勝った。ベース不足ですね。今日はオフェンス不足だったと。全然オフェンス不足ですね、今日は。感じ。ラスト。いや、ラストの案件にもよりますよ、それは。案件次第です、それは。案件ブラザーズでやらせてもらいます。私はチャンピオンなんで選べる立ち位置なんです。それだけは分かってもらわないと困ります。私は今、現チャンピオンとして君臨しているのですから、案件をそれなりにいただかないと。まさです。 全然満タンだね。満タンですね。いや、これはしたいな。ちょっと。